सारथी?
राजकुमार सिद्धार्थ।
सारथी एमान सबु की?
एमाने एक मृत व्यक्तिर संस्कार ପାଇଁ प्रस्तुत होउछन्ति।
मृत तार अर्थ कौन?
जीवन रहिता अर्थात मृत।
यह कौन समस्तଙ୍କ संगे घटिबो?
राजकुमार, जीवन थिले मृत्यु अवसंभावी। जहार जन्म अछि तार मृत्यु मध्य अछि।
ताहले मोर मध्य दिने मृत्यु होबो?
Death is the truth. There is no getting away from death. Man, animal, bird or plant, whoever has life has death too. Even the Creator, who infuses life into living beings, is himself caught in the web of death. Whether it is Lord Krishna in flesh and blood, or the black god made of daru or wood, no one is free from death. The realization of this ultimate truth in the mystery called life had once transformed Siddhartha into Gautam Buddha and made saint poet Atibadi Jagannath Das to sing Martya Mandale Deha Bohi Devata Hoile Moroi. Anyone who has assumed a body, even a god, has to die in this world. Thousands of years have passed since then. Everything has undergone a change with the inexorable march of time. But the words of the saint poet ring true even today. It is perhaps only in India that even gods die, as if to prove this eternal truth. Sri Kshetra Puri, the land of salvation, is in the state of Odisha, in the eastern part of India. It was also known as Utkala and Kalinga at various times in history. This land, known the world over, belongs to Lord Jagannath, which literally means Lord of the Universe. Jagannath is not just a god belonging to Odisha or even Hindus. His glory has spread across the world. Jagannath temples are being built and Rath Yatras or car festival organized in America, Japan, Germany and even Russia these days. Lord Jagannath has transcended all geographical barriers to reach out to the whole world. Lord Jagannath. He is a strange god indeed. There is hardly another god like him in the entire world. While the gods in all other religions created by man are seated on a high pedestal and are worshipped with incense sticks and flowers, all rituals of Lord Jagannath reflect the lifestyle of an ordinary man. Like a common man, Jagannath gets up from bed, brushes his teeth, cleans his tongue, takes a bath, dresses up, has breakfast, lunch and dinner, and goes to bed again. In summers, he even falls sick because of excessive bathing and has to be served medicines to be cured. The worst phase in human life also comes in the life of Jagannath. He falls sick, becomes a victim of decay in old age, and finally dies. He catches fever after excessive bathing and dies of it. Hinduism believes in rebirth. Like humans, Jagannath too leaves the decaying body and assumes a new one. He is reborn. This process of the disposal of the old body and assumption of a new one is called Navakalevaro. Navakalevaro literally means new body. Nava means new and Kalevaro means body. Just as one discards old clothes and wears new ones, the soul discards one body and gets into another. In discarding his body made of old daru or wood, Jagannath reminds us of the universal truth that the body is temporary. It is there today, not there tomorrow. Even Jagannath is not exempt from this cycle of birth and death. The intimate relationship that the cult of Jagannath has with this philosophy of Navakalevaro speaks of a heightened level of human consciousness. Navakalevaro also reaffirms Hinduism's abiding faith in rebirth. The question that inevitably comes to the mind is, why is the Navakalevaro organized? It is now established that Navakalevaro was not part of the cult from the very beginning. It became an integral part of the cult much later. There are sound reasons, both practical and historical, to justify Navakalevaro. Ancient treatise on craftsmanship has it that the idols made of wood start decaying between 12 and 20 years and therefore will need replacement. then there is a historical reason too. Sri Kshetra and Lord Jagannath came under repeated attack during the Mughal rule. The idea was to obliterate the Lord, the source of the indomitable spirit and boundless courage of the inhabitants of Kalinga, as a prelude to the subjugation of the people and annexation of the land. In their desperate effort to save Jagannath from the clutches of the Mughal raiders, the then king and servitors of the temple used to carry him around the state, sometimes deep inside forests, at other times in a remote island in Chilika. There were times when they had to bury Jagannath beneath the ground. When they went back to fetch the god from under the ground, after the danger had blown over, they found the idols in a highly decaying state. That is why they had to make fresh idols before restoring the god to his rightful place, the Ratna Singhasana, or the bejeweled throne. In all probability, what was once a necessity later became a periodic ritual with religious sanction. Navakalevaro involves an elaborate and intricate series of rituals carried out in secrecy. But every ritual connected with Navakalevaro is observed with pomp, like a festival. Usually, it comes once every 12 or 19 years when the Hindu calendar has two back-to-back Ashada months, which are June or July of the Gregorian calendar and are called Joda Ashada. The long-drawn rituals get underway the day after Ram Navami in the month of Chaitra, which is March or April of the Gregorian calendar, when the servitors set out in search of the daru or wood that would later become the new body of the Lord. The team visits the Ma Mangala temple in Kakatpur, where the goddess herself comes in the dream of the team leader and tells him the exact place where the right daru or wood is located. As per the dictates of Ma Mangala, they roam all over the state to reach the right place. At the time of the last Navakalevaro in 1996, the ordained daru or wood for Lord Jagannath was traced to Dadi Machagaria near Khurda. The daru or wood for Lord Balabhadra and Goddess Subhadra was collected from Katak and Ramkrishnapur, Malada and Panipal villages near Puri. These royal, shapely, beautiful and aromatic darus or wood became the bodies of the deities later. Life was infused into them. But 19 years have passed since then. The old body has decayed. The soul is now on the lookout for a new one. Joda Ashada has come again. The Navakalevara of Lord Jagannath is taking place after 19 long years. It has set the whole country abuzz. Countless devotees from all over the world are preparing to take part in this unique, universal celebration of the cycle of birth and death. The servitors have started preparations for Navakalevara in right earnest. The administration too is on its toes. New roads are being laid, bus stands, overbridges and dwelling places are being constructed for the millions of devotees who are expected to descend on this holy town this July.
दारू ब्रह्म भगवान श्री जगन्नाथ आदि जब नव कलेवर में होते हैं तो भक्त अत्यंत उल्लास पूर्वक, उत्साह पूर्वक, आह्लाद पूर्वक उनका यथास्थान दर्शन करते हैं। हमारी भावना है कि भगवान श्री जगन्नाथ, बलभद्र, सुभद्रा और सुदर्शन के अनुग्रह से सबके जीवन में नवीन चेतना का उदय हो।
लक्षाधिक भक्त आसतु महाप्रभु को खुशी दर्शन करंतु एवं विश्वर मंगल हो।
प्रभु जगन्नाथ हेले कथा कुआ ठाकुर, जीवित ठाकुर। ताकू आपण अमेरिका रे थाई यदि आखि बंद करी हाथ को टेकी भाबरे डाकिबे से आपण पाखे पहुँचब और आपणकर असुविधा निश्चित भाव में दूर करिवे।
Navakalevara is a unique religious festival where one witnesses the devotee celebrating the death of a god.